Development timeline of The Last Guardian. Concept origins, 2004 to 2006. 2004 to 2005. Post Shadow of the Colossus reflection. After completing Shadow of the Colossus, director Fumito Ueda reflects on player reactions. Ueda intended players to emotionally bond with Wander, Mono, and the Colossi, but was surprised that many players felt a stronger attachment to Wander's horse, Agro. This insight sparks a new creative goal, a deep, emotional bond between a human and a living creature as the core gameplay concept. 2005 to 2006, Foundational Design Philosophy. Ueda envisions a game centered on a lifelike virtual creature, nonverbal communication, a dynamic shifting dependency between human and creature, and set portrait. Early ideas emphasize realism over cuteness and emotional subtlety over exposition. H2, strong early development and PlayStation 3 era, 2007 to 2010. 2007, active development begins. Development officially begins at Team Ico, 1 year after the launch of the PlayStation 3. The project's internal working title is Project Trico. Ueda expects a relatively short development cycle based on prior experience with Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. 2007 to 2008, Trico takes shape. Trico is conceptualized as an amalgam of animals, bird, cat, dog, deliberately unbalanced in appearance, adolescent in behavior to allow humor and unpredictability. Behavior is inspired by Ueda's childhood experiences growing up with animals. The team rejects motion capture in favor of keyframe animation, enabling subtle, animal-like movement. Nuances. Advanced systems are developed. Mesh-based collision detection for feather and ear reactions, per-feather wind simulation, layered animation physics. 2008, first public leak. A leaked target render video of Project Trico appears on PlayStation Lifestyle, revealing the project publicly for the first time. Growing technical challenges, 2009 to 2011. 2009, E3 reveal. Project Trico is officially showcased at E3 2009. The demo uses an enhanced version of the 2008 target render. Internally, performance struggles are already evident on PS3 hardware. Later revealed, the demo ran at a lower frame rate and was sped up for presentation. 2010, early 2011, Vertical Slice. A short playable vertical slice is shown to press at the Game Developers Conference in March 2011. Ueda considers including the demo in the Ico no Shadow of the Colossus collection, but ultimately declines. Behind the scenes. Sony executives, including Shuhei Yoshida, grow concerned about the pace of development. Team Ico struggles to realize Ueda's ambitious AI and physics systems on PS3 hardware. H2, crisis period. Studio transition, 2011 to 2014. Late 2011, major turning point. Sony delays the game. Ueda and several Team Ico members leave Sony in December 2011. Ueda later describes feeling a sense of crisis about the project and his future. 2012, platform shift decision. With PlayStation 4 on the horizon, Sony decides to move The Last Guardian from PS3 to PS4. The decision is primarily Sony's, though Ueda believes the PS3 version could still convey the concept. Much of the original PS3 code is heavily customized and difficult to port. Gen Design. Ueda and former Team Ico members including Jinji Horagai form Gen Design. Gen Design chooses to support Sony in finishing The Last Guardian rather than start a new project. Development responsibilities are split. Gen Design, creative content, animation, level design. Japan Studio, technical implementation. PS4 architect Mark Cerny assists with the transition. Rebuild, Refinement and Music, 2013 to 2016. 2013 to 2015. Stabilization. The engine now runs properly on PS4. The game becomes fully playable internally. Core gameplay remains unchanged from the PS3 version. Improvements are visual and technical. AI systems build on Ico's AI foundations, Shadow of the Colossus's collision systems, full physics integration via Havok. Music development. Composer Takeshi Furukawa joins around 2011, invited by Tomi Kikuchi. Active composition begins in earnest around 2013. Music philosophy. Restrained and cinematic, inspired by Impressionist art and French cinema. Avoids emotional overstatement. Recorded with London Symphony Orchestra, Trinity Boys Choir, London Voices. Recorded at Lyndhurst Hall. Final compositions completed in early 2016. Re-reveal and final production, 2015-2016. E3 2015, official return. Shawn Layden reintroduces The Last Guardian at Sony's E3 2015 conference. Sony confirms PS4 release. Ueda remains creatively involved. The game is now fully playable end-to-end. 2016, completion. June 2016, release date announced at E3 2016. September 2016, delay to December for bug fixing and polish. October 21st, 2016, development officially completed and submitted for manufacturing. PS4 Pro patch adds HDR and 4K support. Legacy 2016-2020. December 2016 launch. Released worldwide on PlayStation 4. Collector's Edition includes artbook, soundtrack, Trico statue. Pre-orders exceed expectations. Post-launch 2017 VR demo released allowing first-person interaction with Trico. Vinyl soundtrack released by iam8bit. 2019 Ueda reveals PS3-era Trico had more motion patterns than the final PS4 version due to transfer limitations. 2020 on PlayStation 5, unpatched PS4 disc runs at 60 FPS. Summary. The Last Guardian represents over a decade of development, a rare cross-generation transition. P. One of the most ambitious AI-driven creature designs in gaming. P. A project that remained faithful to its original vision, despite technical, organizational, and personal upheaval. P. Next updated timeline for Duke Nukem Forever and Kirby's Return to Dreamland.